been so active in pushing for a price on carbon dioxide? I mean, wouldn't that make your business more difficult?
Well, it may make our current business a little bit more difficult, but in our industry where it's all about capital allocation and you're making investments for the next 50 years, you don't want to invest on where your company is now, but where you see things 5 or 10 years from now. And certainly there are many reasons why I favor a carbon regime. One is, right now I think we can still just barely afford to do something that's moderate in the early years, as opposed to doing nothing for 10 more years, and then we have to get hit we got to get hit in the head with something really serious. I think that certainty will allow us to make the right capital investment decisions. And the third thing, it's the right thing to do.
There's so much public skepticism that global warming is a problem, that it's actually happening. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, there's no question that I think that people could do a better job educating, and to me the debate about whether or not the climate is changing, the people say of course it's changing, even climate skeptics say it's changing, but why is it changing? I don't really find that debate useful. What I say to people who want to be skeptical about the climate is, okay, so you don't believe the world's scientists, that's fine, but what if you're wrong? What are you dooming our children, our grandchildren to if you're wrong? I think if you add that and the fact that by sort of moving our economy to sort of a post-hydrocarbon world, and this is where electric vehicles come into this whole thing, reducing our country's crippling dependence on Middle Eastern oil. Now that's something that I think everyone on both ends of the political spectrum, but certainly on the right wing of the political spectrum, if that can be built into the Kerry Graham-Lieberman bill, I think that apart from the people who are just reflexively going to oppose everything, I think we have something that could make an energy policy for the United States and an environmental policy that we could all be proud of.
You bring up electric cars, and one of the criticisms I often hear from people is, oh, but you still need to plug it in, you still need to charge it. It still needs electricity. Where's the electricity going to come from? Do you think the utility sector can provide the scale of electricity that will be needed to power electric cars?
Absolutely. The electric industry can handle anything the electric car throws at it. Because of the nature of electricity can't be stored, we have an electric system in this country that operates at 40% capacity. You throw smart meters in the mix so that when everyone comes home in their electric car at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they plug it in as you're told to do, but the meter doesn't actually start charging the way a dumb meter would. It starts charging at 2 o'clock in the morning when the entire electric system in the United States is sitting there waiting for people to wake up. We have plenty of capacity, and even the dirtiest unscrubbed coal plants still operate in the United States. When that coal plant puts electricity in an electric car, it's 33% cleaner for the air than an internal combustion engine car. And so even where we are, it's cleaner, but there's no doubt that the electric industry is cleaning itself up. I mean, we're seeing a whole generation of old coal plants that are now on the glide path to retirement in this country. We will be materially cleaner, both from the traditional pollutants and from carbon, every year, I think, over the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years.